Yeah, it is 2:04 p.m. in Kenya, and there is a lot. I don't even know where to start because Live Saga TV, I must do some reactions on political news that are just streaming in. At the same time, I have to do something on Nyabohanse. I even forgot to do some things on Obina because of lately I've been focusing much on Nyabohanse. So guys, it's a bit cold here. It's raining. Yeah, so we were reading with the babies here, and now I'm coming here to do my reaction. So guys, how about the streets? I heard on the streets Nairobi teacher expressing something about the cases that are pending on about 10 people, and Nairobi teacher was like, Marwa thinks he doesn't know what he went to do, but of course he went to sit together with some other fellas and discuss matters cases. And I don't know why it came about that Nairobi teacher was mentioning the TTG, the Trench Town Grandpa, involved in these cases. I'm not so sure. The fact that his brand, Dimango's brand, Concrate's mom's brand, David Jr.'s brand are being ruined, you know? Yeah, so guys, if you are a reactor in the house, you have to be, I don't know whether you have to be careful or what exactly should you be, because there's a lot of things happening, and you talk about them and somebody will be like, why are you using these videos? Why are you, posting this about somebody, people have been talking a lot of about Concrate's mom in the past. Yeah, sometimes it is what it is. When you become a brand, I think that is the time people will talk about you much. Currently, people are not talking about me. But when I'll become a brand or somebody that matter, maybe after a stream of my projects stand out, people will begin to talk about me, what I ever did. But even today, if you say that maybe you gave me money and I never paid, if you say anything about me, nobody really will care. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the reality. Because look at Obina, for example. Look at them on Facebook. Look at all these fellas. So, of course, people talk about people who matter. Whether they are correcting, whether they are pinpointing mistakes, they normally talk about people who matter. I think so. Hardly will people focus on a madman, for example, and begin to talk about the madman for hours. But when you see us sitting on the YouTube channel and talking about people, those people somehow matter. Maybe they have made a step in life, but we are just pointing out, in case you are doing this here, we would wish you do this, Unfortunately, we don't get a chance to talk to them particularly one-on-one. Thank you, people. I can see about 13 people on the line. Welcome on board. Welcome. And give me a like, please. Don't disappear. Don't run away before you give me a like. Yeah, so guys, it's a great moment to be alive and to just see things moving. And you realize that the effort you're making is worth it. And it's because of you people. When you come to this channel, even for 10 minutes, for 5 minutes, and maybe for those who sit for all through 1 hour watching, like the likes of Kevin, the likes of Buchi and all those, you really matter here. You are very important people. Those who come when you're doing a live and watch are very essential people, because without them, then would you be talking to yourself in a monotone? So guys, I really appreciate anybody who comes here, even if it's for 1 minute. Just give me a like, and that will encourage me to keep going. Yeah, so today in the house, I'm focusing on PASSY, and I'm also focusing on Dimwango a bit. Of course, I love what progress she makes and her dreams. However, when she makes a mistake, I really feel like I should point out, maybe to other people and to myself. Once I talk about this, then it will remind me that when people are working for me, there's a particular way I need to address them. Or if I have some paining aspect and I'm a YouTuber, YouTube content creator, I'm also on Facebook professional, and So how do I address them? When I talk about this, it helps me to reflect within myself, because we have our own mistakes. And of course, when we grow, when our channels will have grown, people will see us through. You will understand maybe our mistakes and you'll correct us, tell us that don't do this, do this. And I won't take that for a fault. And in fact, if you use my video once I've grown maybe to do a reaction, I'll just laugh about it. Personally, currently I do writing. I write books. I do academic writing and creative, and I do critical analysis even in books. I do write guidebooks for textbooks. I have also written primary books for, that is grade 7, 8, 9, and some for high school. That is especially in English and Kiswahili, because I am somebody who loves linguistics and literature in both ways. So I've done a lot of this, and sometimes you go take your books to a place and people begin to critique, and you listen and say, all right, tell me my mistakes. And they'll tell you your mistakes and you learn. Maybe some are genuine, some are ingenuine, but that is the way to go. So I don't think that I would go to really have a war with anybody if they do so. So I hope also that those whom I'm reacting towards will understand me, because there are times I also apprehend what they are doing when I see what they are doing. So guys, let's start with, I feel like we should start with PASSY. Those who know PASSY in the house, you can raise your hands. Yeah. So of course, if you understand the Tingo and you've been following Nyabohanze stories, you understand that Nyabohanze has somebody known as PASSY. PASSY is a widow, yeah, from the family of the Matikos, I believe. Is it Matiko or Mogesis? The Mogesis family. She's a widow who lost her husband. And of course, we know that she has gone to a level in past even of sending nudes that she was sharing with Trench Town Grandpa. Yeah. So she was actually accused of that, and of course she had done it. So given that she had left her face, everybody could see that this is indeed PASSY. Now, Ian Maro was so annoyed by that, and because Ian Maro was a friend to the Trench Town Grandpa, he decided that he would not relate well with PASSY anymore, because PASSY had been handpicked by Trench Town Grandpa for pleasure purposes, and they went forward to really communicate. He was really helping, even paying fees for her children. And I think he came to Kenya, booked a ticket personally to meet her, and she let him down. Yeah. Maybe he was purposing to do big things for her, and given that she was a widow, I think he saw a need to have pleasure and at the same time maybe help her. So with Gintu, PASSY went forward to expose the Trench Town Grandpa. In fact, Trench Town Grandpa comes from Jamaica, and he has a wife, and he lives in the States. But then their narrative had been going on, so it was not like PASSY was a kid who was being fooled. He had been in that game. So when he came out exposing, then Trench Town Grandpa also had to expose something to do with the news. Now the drama continues. After Maro was annoyed by PASSY, PASSY has taken a while. I think it's about 2 months or 3. And of course, currently we are hearing the Trench Town Grandpa is moving around the world, and he will finally be in Africa, possibly in Nyabohanze again. Regardless of PASSY having let down Grandpa, Trench Town Grandpa still came and went to the school where PASSY's kids study. He did some shopping, brought some goodies. You know, the Tingo. Yeah, so if you understand the Tingo now, we can move on. Now, since that moment, PASSY came out, and some people are saying it was right, others are saying it was not needed. In fact, at some point, PASSY was kicked out of Dimwango's live stream by, is it Moyo, something, Judy Moyo. Yeah? If you understand the Tingo, you know what I'm talking about. In this YouTube channel, when you grow, you have a team that really supports you, while others may be there to critique. There are those who really do only purely negative, but there are those who are doing a critique just like we do for books. You say that this book is very good, it has this and this and this, but it could have been better if it had this. And I think that is the way to go. The perspective of people, how they react, depends on them again, because you cannot force somebody to be what they are not, right? So if you are a kind of person who sees the other side of the story and you want to make a correction, I think the world should allow us to do that, because once you become an influencer or a great person or a brand, Akote has been there and people have been critiquing him a lot. But she's been going on. In fact, she just says that she owes nobody an apology. And sometimes she comes about and says that while people say this, it is this. I think that's the way to go. Of course, even in politics, politicians have received the highest level of backlash. If anybody has ever had a backlash, it is the politicians. And I hate the politicians who come about and they want to attack or revenge or block. You know, you are a free role model. Once you become a brand, you are a role model. So the reason why people come about talking about this or that is as a result of wanting you maybe to do that. We understand that human beings are never perfect. Even us who talk, we are never perfect. But then when I see a default, why not talk about it? So guys, if you find fault in what I'm doing, just come about and share. As long as you'll not abuse me, I won't feel bad, because it is what it is. If you know the tingle, you know what I mean here. Guys, so let's see Passy. Passy was there on the channel holding the cheek, really seeking, I don't know whether she was seeking sympathy, because the other day she did a video indicating that she doesn't have where to sell products. And people are saying, why can't you go to the nearest town and sell? And she was like, what are you saying? How can you go to the nearest town and sell? And I was like, okay, Passy. Anyway, it is what it is. But you've been getting, gigs and you misuse them. There is a time Passy had somebody who was really sponsoring her, but then she began to joke about it, she's kind of addicted to gambling. So she takes the money, then she puts in gambling. When it's lost, she goes about recording, crying. So only for a friend to expose her, A friend took a video and exposed her, and the sponsors were so annoyed. So sometimes life teaches us. I hope that maybe she's learned a lesson and she may stop what she's doing. And gambling is one thing that can eat into your pocket. If you remember, Wamalwa, the famous Wamalwa, Kenya, was into this gambling, and gambling really ate into his pocket. Anyway, let's talk about Passy now here. Let's see what she says.
Sorry for what happened, and I'm just taking my time to apologize for you. Yeah, I'm so sorry, and just forgive me. Yeah. Guys, remember one thing. Yeah, as I told you, if it was not that man, no one could be know me. If I would go down there and Mara said that no, there's no job here. You can't cook on my side. Guys, let me ask you one question. Who will going to know me that I was just living in that village? I'm neighbors. Guys, today I want to know in the comment section. Who will going to know me that person is just living in that village and she's a widow, he has some kids. Who will going to know me, guys? Please let me know that one in the comment section.
Yeah, now guys, Passy of late is doing live streams, and the live streams she does, she talks about herself and she repeats so much in one way or the other. Now in this video, she was apologizing to Ian Marwa, and indicating how Marwa was very fundamental in her life, that she came to be known even on YouTube because of Marwa when she began to cook at his site. Remember when the villa was being constructed? If you know the tingo. Now, is she being genuine, or is she doing this because she would not be allowed to cook at Dimwango's place? Let's see about
From
it.
The reactors, who will going to know me? If it was not Ayamara, who will going to know me? Because we have a respect that, oh, this is wife to my friend, my friend Zach, so let me give this woman job here. So the woman can start cooking here for the Masons. So he just have that respect and he decided to give me a chance to start cooking down
It
here.
is what it is. So Percy comes out to apologize,
cook down
and
there.
of course, we have seen reactors like Mora and the rest saying no one saw it coming. But most times, yeah, some of us find it very hard to apologize in whatever way, whether we have messed or we have been messed on. Especially when we are messed on. But when we mess, I think it's easy to go apologize, and it's important that if the dirt on the streets is too much, you do it on the streets, so that people will now begin to see the human aspect of you. Of course, everybody shows the fall of knows the fall of Percy. For those who came to the YouTube earlier. So everybody has like Percy. Now she comes out and apologizes.
Guys, but I appreciate a lot, guys. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for always supporting me, guys. Actually, I really appreciate it a lot, guys. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. God, guys, because I have my energy to talk. I'm talking, guys. So I really thank God for that, guys. Yeah, so guys, I really wondering how do you want me to fight with neighbors?
Yeah, now Percy, the problem is that she begins to say she's wondering how people want her to fight with neighbors. And I'm like, who is this that intends that you fight? In fact, most of us are interested to have a peaceful Nyabohanza environment, given that you people have really done it. Yeah, you've shown the world that YouTube can do it. And most of you are making it, you know. If I look at Percy and see another woman, a widow in another place, there are widows in all over the country. And there are those who are really having it hard to survive, you know. Those who cannot even see the head and tail of their life because they don't have anybody to support them. However, when we look at Percy, she got the environment first. The first thing is that she had an environment whereby people are really growing. And if she has the art of cooking, if she really capitalized on this, there are so many buildings that were going on. Mayugno's building, Ernesto's, there is this Cuba what? You know, Masons all over Nyabohanze, because those YouTubers in Nyabohanze are doing what we call construction. So Masons are always on site. If you miss cooking here, you can cook elsewhere. Now, Percy comes out here telling us that she apologizes. But then, the only problem I see, she's blaming people. And I wonder, was she driven by people to do what she did? In the first place, who knew about what she was doing? That is what I'm just wondering. If you know anything about this, you can drop a comment. Because I'm wondering, when she's apologizing and she says, you people, you want me to fight with a neighbor, how do I do it? How can she even imagine that she can fight with a neighbor? Does she have the muscle to fight with the Dimango or David Jr. or Ian Maru? Yeah? And I was saying, okay, you have said that this is someone who took you from the drains to where you are, which is okay to have appreciated in the first place. But what is this that sent you to begin, you know, the fight you started? Maybe you know it. You won't answer me. But then, I always wonder why people start fights. Because they have been influenced. It seems from what Percy is saying in her video that she was influenced to start it. And I wonder, who is this when she says you? Because for me, I'm not involved in this. And I don't know how many of you on the YouTube streets are involved in this. Did you send her to fight anyone? Yeah? Of course, people are suspecting that Gintu is the one who was pushing her. And I don't know. Gintu now is doing his thing in Zambia. I don't know whether he's still there or back. I have not watched him. You know, I go there just to pick some things and come back to my channel. So, let's hear more.
Yeah. How do you want me me to be here, and I'm living here. We are sharing one land. We are walking one way road, guys. And you want me to fight with such kind of people, those people who are surrounding me, guys. For that, guys, I'm telling you that I'm so sorry for that, guys. I'm not ready to be fight.
Yeah, so Passy.
I'm not ready to be fight, guys. Please.
Yeah, my goodness. So Passy is not even coming here to apologize to Marwa, but is coming here to apologize, or rather put off those people who are sending her. So Mama, just come out and say who has sent you. Who has sent you to fight your neighbors? Yeah? The Bible always says that you love your neighbors the way you love yourself. So can you use the Bible instead of using people? Don't you have some brains, Passy? Yeah? In the first place, when you become a widow, you are like the father and mother of those kids. So you have to begin using your brain. What on earth told you to start such things as news and what have you at your age? Your children are growing. What will they say? You must even start apologizing from there. You should apologize to your children, because these things will crop up. When your daughter will want to get married, when your son will want to be married, they will crop up. If again they ever want to vie for post in political positions, it will come up. So Mama, you should start apologizing from there. Then now come here. When you are saying that you people want me to fight your neighbors, tell us, who are these people that are sending you? So do you mean you have been sent? So what some people have been saying on the street is true? Yes, is that true? You mean that there are people who normally pay you to do this? You know, the other day I saw a video about paying people to mess. Hey, let me not say what I'm thinking, because I'm beginning to think, Passy, you have been receiving money from people, cheating you with little money, making you lose dollars to pay, to ruin people's names. Huh? You want even us to believe that whatever you said about the trench town grandpa is not true? Man, I always say on these streets, I take things as they are. And I give it a third eye. Yeah? I hope that those cases that are coming will not come for me, because as for me here, I'm not here for legal aspects. I'm here just for social purposes. Hey, Passy from Nyabohanse. Let's continue listening and see what she's saying here.
Excuse me. And myself, guys, I know where Mara take me from. The problem is not Mara, the problem is the sponsor.
Not you.
The problem is not who? Mara, Ayamara is not the problem. The problem is the sponsor.
What is the problem with the sponsor, Mama Passy? What is the problem with the sponsor? Because we understand Passy has had different sponsors. Of late, it was Strange Town Grandpa. Before then, there was another one. And the reason why the sponsor left her, or rather stopped supporting her even in construction of the house, it was as a result of a video that the friend sent to the sponsor, where Passy was pretending to cry and recording herself. Then the friend recorded and proved what Passy was doing. The fact that she had gambled the money, she won about 2.5 million, withdrew only 100,000, and took this money back to the gambling, the aviator Mama, hey, the aviator business.
So, my good friends of mine, I'm here today to tell you the truth today.
Yes, tell us.
So, how do you want me to start fighting?
Who wants you to
take me from far away.
Who wants you to fight anyone? Don't ever fight anyone in life.
Remember, even people who are supporting me, guys. Remember, there's a lot of people in our village have some problems. Because you guys are not watching those people. You are not supporting those people.
Okay.
Those people that were in the village, they were poor. They were just there, and no one is supporting that family.
All right.
Families, guys, you see. But me, because of that Ayamara, I went there to find a job, cooking job. A lot of people knows me when I'm cooking down there. A lot of people knows me when I am and decide to support me. Making a collab with Ayamara. They are not talking so bad about Ayamara. It's because Pastor, I'm a neighbor. I'm neighbor to Ayamara, and you are there outside there attacking me.
Now, how are you being attacked, Passy? Because it is not attack. It is a reaction, a critique to understand who you are, your personality, your deeds. Yeah. So this lady comes on the streets talking about people attacking her. I don't think people attack her. People only critique her moves, her decisions, her choices, and want her to be a better mother. A better mother. Because when she stood up and she was saying she will reclaim the land, you remember? The land that has been bought from the father-in-law who had sent her. Hey, Passy should now come out clearly and tell us who had sent her. Who had sent her?
Guys. I don't know what is going on. So guys, imagine guys, so for giving me this chance to cook down there, that's why people knows me. And the neighbors, no one will going to move from this village. We will still be neighbors.
Neighbor. Hey, so Passy, of course it's a right move to go and seek apology. But when you are making an apology, I think it's right that the apology should not involve blame games, you know. You should outrightly take the responsibility, because we teach apology letters, right? When you teach apology letters, it is expected that you will point out your mistake. You will show the ruin that mistake did. After you do that, you are supposed to prove how are you going to amend either the ruin or the future for better. Hey, if that is not the right thing I'm talking about, you correct me. Whether you'll be watching now or later, yeah, you correct me, because that is what I believe an apology is. But then when you come here, you're saying, I'm sorry. Then at the same time, Passy begins to blame other people. And she's not pointing out who have sent her, who have been sending her to fight. Yeah, who have been sending her to fight, whether it's Marwa, whether it's Dimwango. And then I just ask myself, this is my perspective. Is she doing this because construction has just started at Dimwango? And we can see that other different people were cooking there and not her. And of course, she became feeling jittery when she heard clearly that Dimwango doesn't want anything to do with her. If I may find that video, I don't know whether I'll find it, because I saw her pointing out how people had told her to not to have children at the site. I don't know.
For over 7 years,
yeah. So in that video, of course, we understood that she is not interested to have anything to do with anybody around here, because she said Jesus Christ was sacrificed. What about her? Now let's get to this other video here. This other video. Of course, Maro is back to the village now after the city, and Nairobi teacher is telling us that he went to work on cases, whatever it is, we will hear. Of course, there is nothing that takes forever. We'll be hearing that. Now let's get to Dimwango here. Dimwango is a great woman who is really focused on herself, of course, more. Because when I compare her to other people out there, like even Demo Facebook, Will Broder, Nyako, yeah, I see that in her young age, she's focused towards herself than anybody, which is okay. It's good for that. But when you become a brand, there is the all aspects that are expected about you away from your family. So let's see. Dimwango made a video yesterday known as "I Can't Believe I'm Finally Saying Goodbye. Is it worth it?" And I was like, okay, let me listen to this video. I was like,
It's such a beautiful day to be alive today. The sun is out. It's not so cold like the other day. And I thank God. Today I'm not wearing the gumboots. I left them outside. The rain kind of drizzled at night, so they're not in very good condition to be worn.
But those shoes,
so
Mama, sandals are not suitable for this.
Rid of the socks, you know, for sure. So it's a beautiful day. We thank God for life here. Personally, God has been so good to me. La Grande. Man stays in the house, he can jump on me. You walk on the road and just keep. Guys, we're moving on smoothly by God's grace.
So I wanted to know, where exactly is Dimwango going to?
Even time to do my hair, I haven't gotten. But let's see, maybe this week. Oops, I almost slid here. That's why gumboots are the best. These other shoes, not good. More concrete. This is a little bit cheaper than the other one. This is 14,000 Kenyan shillings for a tipper. Habari zenu? Mwito. Mbona ukipata elimu ya ya? Leo nakata 200. Najua hivyo. Black ride. No. Then bridge, I'll breathe. But guys, we are saying goodbye to the foundation. As you all see, we started building with the stone.
Now, of course, I thought it was goodbye to a place, because remember when she was in Mombasa, she told us that she was going to say goodbye and touch the air again. And I thought it was 2 days. Oh, only to see her now in Nyabohanze doing her construction, which is a good thing, because when you start it, finish it. Karoti, remember, told Dimwango, come and finish the project you started, come and finish. And now she's here, of course, borrowing, reminding her team to really donate, and they are doing it. So, in fact, that is why many people are questioning, why are people even concerned about her borrowing? Let her borrow and do it. I don't know what your thought is. Anyway, it is what it is, yeah? Rich auntie, the 20s successful lady here. So in this video, my focus was towards her language, or how she was addressing the workers.
Slowly by slowly. Not yet, but I'm so happy now we are done with the pouring of the concrete on the ground.
Guys, the job. Yes, I want to go to start already.
Yeah, so of course, she is the boss, all right? Maybe it's in her nature or personality, but there is a way in which I've been watching videos, different videos, and Dimwango comes and really shouts at a worker, or really she celebrates the worker who is being sent away. You know, already the engineer has done the job. Should you really, we call it enlargement in mathematics. Should he do the enlargement of whatever the engineer has done, projection? I've just been trying to understand, what is it for? What is it for? Maybe Team Dimwango can make me understand without actually having to abuse me or whatever, because I just want to understand, why does she sometimes come and shout at a worker Yeah, the work, of course, has already been dismissed by the engineer, which is already enough punishment. We always say that double punishment is not right. That is why Kenyans, we are shouting about taxation, double taxation, you know. Yeah. So then, when I look at that, I keep asking, why does she have to do it? Maybe those who really understand her can make me understand also, so that I don't have to ask about the same. So there are these bits in this video. There was a guy who was asking for a phone. Let me just get it.
Greg. 3 kg, 9 kgs, 1,800. Let's see. Yeah.
These are many.
Please, let me finish what
guys,
I'm
this
doing.
is Uncle Mo from Kenya.
Yes, guys.
He supports me always.
Subscribe to DEE, guys. We have
No goodbye to me because I know what it means. You know? So today we need to make sure we have all of these walls. We have all of these walls.
The mango one.
Why not to God?
Yes, guys. These are casual, guys. Yes, it helps us muscle, eh?
Stones is I move so fast. And
Yes. Pangara karaka. That way. Already it is complete. I want to go to complete another side. Then you
Yeah, so
the pieces of bricks, guys.
so of course currently they are doing the wall, the bricks being done, right? And there was this guy. I'm just looking for him in the video. Let me look for him. Just give me some little time.
okay.
Yes. Let me
So there's a foundation still. Wheelbarrow ikiwa sawa. Petroleum machine, acha nitumia Douglas alert. Hiyo ya kunini? Okay. Imagine wewe nimempatia wheelbarrow ikiwa sawa. Sasa ananiambia wheelbarrow imetokana. Guys, you know sometimes all they want is to give.
Now, okay, it's right to complain about what some of the workers do, because some can be reckless, some making too much demands, but then maybe the tone. If you can just be stern without showing mood or tone and shouting at back at us. Let's look at this, for example. Put yourself in the shoe of that guy. He was given a good wheelbarrow. Today, it's not in the good condition. Maybe what do you think would be the problem here? Let's see.
Me reports. This is not working. That whereas I give them good new machines that I just bought, less than 3 weeks working with it, and already he tells me it's spoiled. It's so funny. It has to be repaired. Because if you're not here, all they want to do is give you reports, excuses, and all that. Tunasemaje?
hii ni nyumba tumeacha ungetengeneza hapa ingekuwa store chini hapo.
Guys, this man is telling me our ground, where we'll be stepping on, ground, okay, is where you see the red stripe. I don't know if I can get there. Let me try. I don't want to fall inside. He's shaking his head. Because, guys, imagine this is the ground where we'll start building the first floor. And I'm like, already I'll have the entire view of the whole village.
Oh, for what?
Kupigilia visigongo vya mbuzi.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
It's called something like this, a mallet. In
Yeah.
you go direct to Mombasa.
Yeah. Wife left him, so he has nobody. I'm like, why did you let your wife go? You're not responsible.
Hey.
No good woman can live. There's no woman can live a good man. Never. Alright, guys, I'm excited. I can see progress, massive success.
Yeah, so guys, continue coming to the live and like my video, share it also.
No joke. Look at that wall. wiki kila siku alikuwa anakuja hapa na 200,000 ili ndo tuongee. Zimebaki ngapi?
Ni moja.
Oh. Kwa hivyo zimebaki 2.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a specific spot. That's why
for their wives, even when they are sick, they still want them to provide money to run the home, even when they are sick. And now they can't even bring them lunch at the site, at the workplace. Wewe ndio kuchagua vizuri Dickson. Wewe, mimi siwezi kosa kupeleka lunch. Kwa nini? Kazi yangu ni gani? Kwa nini nikosa na mtu ako job?
Au wako hivyo.
Wewe ndio kuchagua.
Hey, when in position, you will always say otherwise. So of course, in that discussion, Dimongo is proving that she's the best. Her husband has gone to work like a Mason. She could take food there. Who does that? I've hardly seen such a situation. Because those wives, I believe, at home, they're also doing some things, unless otherwise, I don't know. The Masons didn't share the responsibility aspect, so I can't say much here.
Siwezi kubali mwanaume wangu akule kwa hoteli, anakula nyumbani. Lakini ukimwambia alete lunch saa 6 si ashafika. Vichangumu. Still on, I'll never forget. I'll never forget the London Bridge of my house. Never. Guys, sooner or later you'll not see it. It needs to be covered. A lot of water.
So, of course, you've heard about the London Bridge. And I was just looking at it then saying, okay, as far as we are discussing in this, the fact that Dimongo called one of the workers, T, are you able to go mix the food? Pass the other side. No food on the jiko.
I do like it.
Using the spoon.
Okay, and
Yeah,
I
so-
don't like it.
Yeah, then check whether it's ready, so that you
I eat or I eat.
you can taste whether it's ready. Then I'll come and give you your share. All right, so guys, the London Bridge here is being covered now very soon.
The village big single is not a good thing at all. He's sleeping like a panga. God, they're saying you sleep like a machete, one-man army. Aside. I'm very grateful from the bottom of my heart, okay? 1 bag of cement will take me indeed to the core only.
This is the
If you're not
statement
a
many
team
people
D,
don't want to
don't
hear.
bother. But if you're a team D to the core, you want to help me, this is the time I need you the most. A bag of cement is enough. 2 bags, 3, 4, according to your ability, okay? Is willing.
You understand the tingle here?
Sawa basi, haina shida. My dog needs a wash as well.
Yeah.
15, leave.
Guys, we get a piece here.
Oh, here.
Passing here.
Toka. Real men at work.
Good one. Guys, we received a gift from USA. It's
comes all the way from Mom Princess.
Mom Princess.
Mom Princess.
Mom Princess, thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
Because Douglas was on my channel and he said, and I told him you can support me even through Douglas, he'll deliver, and somebody brought 6 bags.
Mom Princess, he saw the video we did with you from this side, and then he said, Brother Dagi, 6 bags of cement.
Thank you so much, D.
Sister D.
Mommy Princess, asante sana. God bless you. This will take me a long way. This is not small. Guys, this weekend, please, a bag of cement, 2 bags, 3, 4, 5, 10.
That is one thing that people don't like in our videos. I don't know. You can actually share your comments and show what exactly you think about this. So let's look at this store now. I didn't have to cover all that in the topic, or rather the title. But then, this is what the store looks like. Hold for me a bit. I'm coming after. No, you hold like this. Yeah, so you can actually see that kind of store. No, I don't want the table to be seen. The computer only here.
The computer.
Yeah, don't show the background.
I'm done showing.
Yeah, so guys, we are seeing that store and the disorder there.
What am I doing?
I don't want you to talk. Naanza kuongea na mimi on.
Kula yako. Chukua yako kula. Kula yako.
You're sitting under the table now. You see, you're holding the phone under the table. Teresa, you're holding the phone badly.
Like this?
No problem. Go in.
That's
Go. Yeah, so guys, I had to stop again, but I couldn't, stop recording, because when you stop, it affects the camera aspect. So now here we are at the store.
Guys, welcome to my store. It's truly shagala bagala. The cups are dirty. I need to ask boy. Boy! Boy, who got it? Boy! Mbona hivi vikombe ni vichafu? Nani wanatumia vikombe na waoshi? Kuja Wacha tusikie historia yako inakaaje. It's really shagala bagala. Ufunge uweke kando. Viti wanaweka side moja. Ona wewe cabbage na masukuma. Tamam. Hii ni nini? Yaani biago ndrako. Ona mahindi. Sasa unacheka. Wa. Oi. Yaani mahindi hata watu hawakupewa kule. Hii ni nini?
Weka huko.
Guys, my dishes.
Abacho kuonyesha.
Wacha tuonyeshe. Boy analala waone. He's the storekeeper, he's in charge. Him.
Okay, so
Washa vyombo ving'are. Thank you so much. Let us zingine tumalizane.
So guys, at this point, I just wanted to understand whether this storekeeper is also working on the site, because I was like, okay, men are funny people. Dimango is the same person who says that we have typical roles of men and women. At the same time, she expects this man to wash the dishes, arrange this store. Hey, guys, let me tell you one thing about Africa. Yeah, one thing about Africa is that as far as we may expect that men can also take the women roles, unless somebody who has been trained all through to do these duties, they may not be able. That aspect of dividing labor affects whether someone will be organized in the kitchen or not. Pass, wewe, songa hivi. I don't want you to keep quarreling when I'm doing my work. Right? Yeah. Move the computer the other side. Move the computer to create space for yourself. Good. Yeah. So these are babies. Sometimes when you're doing content, they don't understand. They'll begin quarreling. So I'm just making order here. Yeah. So guys, most times men will not be that organized compared to women. And of course, when she shouts at the man here, I don't know how he felt, but he was a bit embarrassed, right? It is his role to do that, but then he couldn't. It was a part.
For the journey.
Oh, this worker.
Ukuya kwa mahindi. Mtu amekuja ameniambia hapo watu ni kwa mahindi ndio wanaenda. Yule jamaa yule. Kwa mahindi mukuya. They need water to flush. They prefer to go to the neighbor's maize. Imagine. Imagine. Huh? Even where to step. Feel like I want to scream the hell out of me. It's not.
She always feels like she would scream the hell out of her. But she's getting a lot of support. I didn't actually know that somebody can do construction without really dipping deep into their pocket. I didn't know. This is the first time. You know, when Maro was building, I was not very vigilant to watch his videos. But then, after watching Dimwango, up to the level she has done, hey, the support that has come has taught me that it's possible. Once you are a brand, you can build without really dipping deep into the pocket. You just have to start a project, then you will have your people supporting you. Hey, you people are very good. God bless you. You are very good people. If you can actually help somebody from zero to somewhere without strings attached. Remember, that is what she said. Huh? That is very great of you. Now, there's this part. A given worker had asked her to buy a phone for...
Yeah, so I am I'm so sorry for what happened.
To buy a phone for him. And it was a simple phone. This Tulu phone, the small phones, which sometimes are worth 800, 850, 1,000. So we saw Dimwango shouting and saying, Mimi si, she said, Mimi si sugar mami wako to buy for you a phone, you know. In Kenya, I don't think it has reached a point whereby if somebody borrows you little, then you believe that they are looking for love. You know, sugar mummies, of course, they seek love. So when she shouted like that to the worker, I felt like that is quite embarrassing. Because you can simply tell that person, that one I may not, because you can see I'm building currently, I don't have money. But then when you shout at this person and say, Mimi si sugar mami daddy wako, sugar mami wako, it was quite embarrassing. I don't know, for those who will be watching me whether now or later, I don't know how you feel if you borrow something little. You know, 800 shillings, if you look at dollars, is that about how much? If you convert to 150 a dollar, then that comes to about 6 USD dollars. Or rather 8, if we can say $8. That is very little money. And if you don't want to help somebody, you can simply say that currently you can see I'm committed in my accounts. Instead of shouting at him, I'm not sure, sugar mommy, how can I buy for your phone? How do you expect me to buy for man a phone? Who am I? You know? Now that she gets assistance, we expect that she can simply assist, right? She can simply assist. I don't see any problem if I started a project and people are helping in coming handy as they are doing for DEE. I wouldn't see a problem in supporting one of the workers who has a challenge, unless maybe she understands that that worker is reckless or something, which she did not show. Yeah, let me just check. I don't know whether I'll be able to get that part, but I was wishing that I get it because I really like supporting whatever I say with evidence. I thought it was in this video. I don't know why I can't get it, but I saw it. I actually saw it. If I didn't see it, if you go check what Karoti was doing yesterday, then you'll get the part that she really shouted at the fella. But I don't know whether it comes out in this video by Marwa. Let me just check.
I have never seen a pillar like this in Kenya, only in the bridges.
But why can't you also tell these same people who are supporting her to come and support receiving gifts from him or through him? What did they ever do to him? 1,500 according to his math. So their math is mathing at 2,000. Anyway, let's collect it and move with it. The way it has come. The person who sent 2,000, isn't it? Let them be happy so that beg even for him. This, sure. Entitled, I bought those pieces.
40, 50 from one person from the UK.
Wow.
Yeah.
One worker out of the workers that were working. Ati nini wataonea view sasa? Okay.
Oh, I've seen that. I heard. I just had to say. I think this is the video. I'm looking for the part.
We are so blessed and yet we complain the most. Okay, everything will be just fine. So I just want to see.
I think it was
And they can see my work, you know. And Frank. Wale watu wenye naona wanapiga bidii. Lunch ni kwa. Wale mimi sijakuwa sugar mommy bado.
Yeah, this is the part, guys. So I was really looking for this part because this is where Dimwango shouted at one of the work. I didn't want to just say it without proving this computer sometimes. Yeah, so don't do that, T. Don't use the spoon by making so much noise, huh? Right?
Yes.
Good. Yeah, so in the video, of course, she had received a package of cement from the willing donors, or willing her team. So when she was receiving it, these workers were carrying it to, I think, the store, and one of them then expressed a need for a phone. You know, in the rural, sometimes these workers have it so tough. Though I know that they're working for money every day, and they have money that they can buy these phones. But I think some of them just hold expectations, given that somebody is up there and they make requests, which sometimes if we disregard, especially in public, you can simply tell them, this is not the right moment, or you can tell them, you know, the kind of work I'm doing here really needs money, and therefore I can't have money that will be multiplied, you know, used on the side and buying a phone, you know. But then, let's just get to see what Dee said here. You wait a little bit. It was here. Yeah, so this is where we had this. Let me just get to that spot. Here's the sound. Hey, the sound of my computer, where has it gone really? Yeah, so there's something she said to the worker, that she's not a sugar mommy. Just give me some moment so that I look for that part actually. Spare me for a moment. Yeah. Annabelle, don't do that. If something is complete, it is complete, right? Yes. Don't keep making unnecessary noise. Hey, I'm talking. There's a message here expected. Yeah, of course we can see that part. Let's just end here. So I sort something out here.